Like last week, we're not going to go into any teasers. We're just going to go straight into the stories. It's time for your favorite segment, my favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment. It's time for Cheap Pops.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
Oh, another cheap pop.
What does everybody love?
Oh, that cheap pop is there for the taking.
The Undertaker did an interview with the Shaq, and he was asked who his favorite current stars are in WWE. And we wanted to go ahead and highlight this to see who the Undertaker thinks are the future stars of the company.
When you have such depth the way they do right now.
Is there anyone who stands out to you in particular?
Gunther, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I love that dude. I honestly, everything that he does, because he's so different. He's so different. He can work with anybody, and he does his style regardless. And he's not a bunch of flippy doos and meaningless moves that he does.
No flippy flops for Gunther.
Everything that he does makes sense. He cuts a great promo. He believes
I don't know about that.
in who he is, and in turn, the audience believes, that's who it is. And I haven't really seen him ever where he was that far different than what you see on TV, even backstage. Which, me, I appreciate that more so than anything.
And that's the most important thing about Gunther. Is he is the same on camera as he is backstage.
Yeah, that is Gunther. What you see is what you get.
I like Gunther. Obviously, Jey Uso's ascent, Jacob. That he hadn't even scratched the surface, dude. He is.
If anyone needed a sweating, monstrous action figure, it's Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, no doubt. I love watching Jacob. I mean, he's got that thing. He's got it. Like when he's on TV, you want to see what he's doing. And so again, that's what
I was saying. Remember when he was doing the praying hands? Like your eyes just automatically go to Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, when he was doing that, you can tell that he gets it. When people are in the background and they're giving it their all, you can tell that they get it.
Yeah, another one of those that just scratched the surface to where he has the potential to go.
As we wrap up here, Taker, I did want to touch on
That's it. But yeah, that is what the Undertaker said.
That's Shaq Wrestling, by the way.
Yeah, Shaq Wrestling. Go subscribe if you haven't to. He does good interviews. I think we covered one last week.
We did. I can't remember which one it was.
The interview side of the community. Always doing good jobs. But yeah, it was interesting. The Undertaker pretty much said what we've been saying on this channel. That's why I wanted to bring it up. Those are the two guys that we gas up on this channel. And I think we were early adapters.
I reverse cowgirl that shit.
Yeah.
Although he did say Gunther was a good promo. I don't know about that.
I mean, it's good for what it is.
He's a better promo when he does like the pre-tape things.
Well, I like how he's always like a prick.
Oh yeah.
He's about to say something when he gives that little smirk.
He did say Jey Uso's good. Come on now. You're about to lose your credibility.
He's different. But for Jey Uso to make the list, that's good. And then, he threw in there that, Gunther's not a flippity-doo.
Which is funny because Fatu it definitely is.
Yeah, that would be the one thing that I would want to have him change is all that fucking shit. But, he makes it look good. I guess because of his size, it makes it more impressive. Mm-hmm. So, like, back when you saw Vader do it. By the way, completely unrelated. I saw this match. It was like an old match. And it was Vader and John Tenta versus, like, two dudes in Japan.
No shit.
You want to talk about stiff? My goodness. I was like, yeah, that couldn't happen today. Jesus, they were killing each other.
Were they big Japanese dudes?
Yes.
Yeah, but that was a war.
Dropping each other on each other's heads.
Apparently, that's what they do in Japan. They're trained to hit each other as hard as they can.
Well, that's what they were doing, for sure.
I have to look that up.
That changed my mind on John Tenta.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I was like, what's John Tenta? But yeah, seeing that, it was like, okay, John Tenta, huh?
Oh, he had a
He's the
match
guy.
that turned into a shoot fight with some Japanese dude.
Yeah, I didn't know he was so rough.
He used to be a sumo wrestler.
But going on to our next story. A major star, a new star in WWE shuts down their OnlyFans. That star being one Jordynne Grace. As we know, Jordynne Grace, she signed with the WWE very recently. They announced it at the Royal Rumble. And apparently news broke that as part of the stipulation for joining WWE, she had to shut down her OnlyFans. I do have questions. Number one, who was subscribed to that thing?
Wow.
Like, you really got to be in the mud of debauchery to be subscribed to her OnlyFans.
I'm sorry. You lost all credibility when you said you wanted to tap Nia Jax. You sit down.
So?
You sit down. And then just earlier in the same very stream, you want to look at Piggy Niven's leaks.
Just out of curiosity.
And I used it for the thumbnail. She had a Twitter picture where it's just her back and she's wearing panties and nothing else, and did it for me.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a muscular thing. I don't know.
Is she like Liv Morgan? No. But she ain't bad to look at.
I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying it's definitely a kink. When you say that, there are the ones you're just looking at because, but looking at hers is definitely a kink.
You don't want to be power cleaned?
Yeah. Now, I did do some digging. It is not nude. It was basically paid Instagram.
Yeah.
So
it seemed like she did a lot of like softcore stuff.
Yeah. Imagination.
She showed you just enough. Which is good. I think that's classy.
Yes. Now, one person said that she did have a deep in the comments here, journalism. She did have a picture a few years ago where she showed her tits.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it.
Well, I'm sure if we dug deep enough, there's quite a few. There's one on the AEW roster that was ran by two guys at once.
Yeah. She might be back in WWE soon, too.
I don't think so.
Maybe
unless she pays them.
Or maybe she doesn't come back for wrestling. Maybe she comes back for maybe managing.
Oh, can you imagine her as a commentator?
Yeah, that would be rough.
She can commentate with Corey Graves. That would really make him quit.
By the way, Corey Graves didn't even get to make it on SmackDown in the absence of
testicles.
Yeah. So he's really in the mud. But yeah, that's Jordynne Grace. And then our final unfortunate news. So when I first saw this story, you sent me this story, I was like, is this one of those, I spilled coffee on myself and I'm suing you because the coffee was too hot? There's this barbecue place that's here called Bill Miller, and they recently got in a lawsuit because some lady spilled hot sauce on her leg and the hot sauce was too hot, so they got in a lawsuit for that. And I thought, is this one of those situations? But then I looked into it. It looks kind of bad, if you will. Yes, Hulk Hogan, his Real American Beer, is being sued. The story goes, and this was reported by Tony of Fox News.
There was Tino Bovenzi, not Tony. At least get the Tino right.
Tino. Okay, I didn't see that. Yes, Tino. So Hulk Hogan, him and his group, they were at this event, pumping up Real American Beer. And during this event, they were throwing out beers to the crowd, I guess. And one lady got hit in the dome piece. Top of the head, pow pow, with one of the unopened cans of beer. She needed stitches, and she is now suing Real American Beer for this. This beer seems cursed for Hulk.
He's not having a good year, is he?
No, he's getting booed. Now this is happening.
That does not seem like a bright idea to just be tossing out full cans of beer into a crowd, though.
Yeah, not the best thought. Now, we don't know if it was Hogan who actually threw the beer.
Yeah, that's not clear.
it's just he's associated with this company, so there's that.
Approximately 10
Yeah.
stitches, though.
When I saw the picture, I'm like, well, Jesus, that wasn't an underhand toss. That looked like it was an overhand heater that they threw. Or maybe it just hit her in the right spot. You gotta be doing that. Also, the establishment that was hosting this event got sued too.
Well, of course. You can't just sue one person. You gotta get them all.
Yeah. It's probably gonna get her a good little payout. Ultimately, not gonna really do anything if we're being honest. They're just gonna have to pay and then move on. There it is. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's
you can
definitely
see-
a can.
Yeah, you can. The evidence is pretty clear that that is a can.
I mean, I can't say I blame her without, being there. This is not a good
Like
idea.
if you're tossing it.
Don't toss full cans of beer. Don't toss metal at strangers or you'll get sued.
Pretty much. Like, yeah, I can see if you're underhand tossing it.
If you're underhand
But yeah,
rolling it,
but she probably wasn't paying attention, probably looking at her phone.
probably wasn't even throwing it at her.
Yeah, one of the fans probably put their hands up, pulled a McAfee, moved out of the way, and then it hit her.
Or the guy threw like a girl and it was intended for somebody behind her.
Yeah, I don't know. But as we can see, it was. I have this bottle here. So as we can see, the can seemingly was thrown in this motion here, and then it hit her, bam! Because that's the bottom of the can, or maybe the top, either one. But you can tell it was end over end.
If I were to guess, it'd
as
be the
opposed to,
bottom.
like-
There's no markings in the middle where like the tab would be.
Oh, yeah.
Either way,
I mean,
that's nasty.
That is a good throw, though, to give him that. From where it hit her in the head, it was right side up. So whoever should have caught it would have had it in the right direction, ready to open it.
I just can't believe somebody just allowed beer to be thrown. That just floors me.
Yeah, I didn't think too far ahead. There's that. Hulk Hogan is getting sued. Like I said, I don't think anything major is going to happen. They're probably just going to have to pay out. And that lady's going to get a good payday.
Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't have like permanent brain damage or something.
Or like leaking in her brain or something.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets to remember to enjoy it.
Yeah. But on that note, let us know what you think of all the stories in the comments below. Let us know if you were a subscriber to Jordynne Grace's OnlyFans. No shame here. Just want to know.